Here's a quick peek of the guide. Confidently Sold, your for sale by owner success guide. We kick things off with questions you should ask before deciding to do for sale by owner. Then we dive into what you need to be aware of as you prepare your home to be put on the market as well as to be presented to possible buyers. I also provide resources and guidance on how to price your property more successfully and different strategies you can use depending on your local market. This guide covers everything in between what you just saw all the way to the closing table. The guide includes information on the documentation, the processes, the experts that you should consider talking to, and a whole slew of other inside information to help you be more successful when selling your home. And as an added bonus, if you would like to receive a home valuation, I offer home valuations at 50% off to everyone who purchases this guide. Be sure to add your communication information so that I can reach out to you to add this additional value to your for sale by owner experience. So what is this thing that you noticed that you asked me about and I wanted to record my answer?
I was wondering why we drive around all these neighborhoods. I kept seeing signs that said they used to be for sale, but now I'm noticing all the houses that was for sale are saying for rent. And then on top of that, I'm seeing houses that are saying for sale by owner that used to have a real estate agent represent them. And I was wondering what in the world is going on, because it's like the complete opposite of what they initially wanted.
Yeah, so it's a couple of factors. So just to reiterate the point, so in 2024, these houses were listed for sale. Now they're listed for rent or for sale by owner, and it's a considerable number of them, right? There's still some that have an agent, but considerable number either for rent. So there's a couple of factors. One thing was 2024 was a difficult year. There were probably twice as many homes available as there were buyers in 2024. So it was a very challenging year. Now last year also, this made me feel good as an agent because I realized that I ended up being in the top 10%, and I didn't know that until the numbers came in, because 70% of agents didn't sell properties. And so there's a lot of people who are discontent with that process. So 30% of agents, including myself, sold a lot of properties, right? 20% only sold one or two. Those of us like myself in the top 10% sold way more than that. So I felt good about that. However, there's a lot of people right now who wanted to sell their house last year and now have to rent it out because they still got a mortgage to pay. So they're looking for someone to come in, rent, and at least cover that mortgage process.
I have another question.
Okay.
So for people out there like me who are not well versed in 20 years of real estate experience like you.
Okay.
In other words, what you're saying is there are a lot of people out there who have been burned by inexperienced real estate agents, and because of that, they just go ahead and resort to
selling by themselves
or
renting it out
because that's the easier method, because they can't find someone who's not fine, but they've been burned by someone who's
because as you said, without having that real estate experience, if that's your first time working with a real estate agent, you may think that's the norm, right? Yeah. So it's unfortunate, but there were so many people coming into this industry who they just started in 2020, 2021, right? And so that's something that people can do, is check the real estate agent's license and see when they first got licensed.
Yeah.
Right? If they got licensed in 2021 or 2022, that was an easy market. Everything that hit the market sold within days, right? That's not the case. This is back to being a normal market. So you need somebody who understands how to reach people, not just put it on the MLS.
Yeah.
So the strategies that I use that actually reach a buyer where they are, not only reach a buyer, but reach the buyer that is looking for your property, right? Knowing how to sell your property, not just a property, because that's a big difference. What are the selling points of your property specifically? Who's going to want that? And how to find them, that's the kind of real estate agent that you need. And that's how I work.
And what